Alright, so this video is going to be about hypothyroidism. So to understand hypothyroidism, we have to understand the different players involved, right? So two of them are going to be in the brain, and then one of them is in the neck, specifically the thyroid gland. So these two, right? So TRH is thyroid releasing hormone, and then that is in the hypothalamus, and then TSH is thyroid stimulating hormone, which is in the anterior pituitary gland. So this from the hypothalamus goes to the anterior pituitary gland, and then that goes and signals in the thyroid gland, which is T4, and then T4 can go off into the periphery and become T3. So these two are the thyroid hormones, and then they're responsible for multiple different functions such as metabolism, and that's actually why it's responsible for so many different symptoms associated with hypothyroidism. So it's pretty non-specific symptoms. So you can have dry skin, you can feel cold when other people feel fine, otherwise known as cold intolerance. You can have hair loss, you can have weight gain. All these things can be involved with hypothyroidism. So for example, let's say you go to your doctor's office and you see a result that the TSH is increased, right? You see that it's increased. So why would TSH be increased, but it's called hypothyroidism, right? So hypothyroidism just means that your thyroid gland isn't functioning well for some reason or another. And so that means it's not producing enough T4 and T3. And so because of that, and it can just be, the reasons can be unknown. It can be due to age. It can be due to various reasons that can be outside of your control. However, for some reason, it's not working, right? So if it's not working well, then this entire feedback loop goes out of balance. So typically, if you produce enough thyroid hormone in your thyroid, it goes off and turns off TRH and TSH. And so the analogy is a parent and a kid. So if the parent calls out to the kid, and the parent being TSH, then the kid responds. Well, that stops the loop, right? But if the parent calls out to the kid and the kid doesn't respond, now the parent is going to yell a little bit louder, right? So that's why the TSH is increased, because it's just the parent yelling a little bit louder, and then the kid responds and then turns off the loop, because it doesn't produce as much here, right? It doesn't produce as much here as it does here. So it's a little bit decreased over here, and that's why the parent has to yell a little bit louder. That's why the TSH is increased. So because of this, the simple solution is just to replace T4, T3, and that's why your doctor will usually give you levothyroxine, which is just essentially a thyroid supplement. And unfortunately, you might have to supplement this thyroid hormone for the rest of your life, since your thyroid's not making as much thyroid hormone as it should be. But the good thing is it's a very easy fix, and once you take it, your energy levels can increase, a lot of the symptoms associated with hypothyroidism will go away, since you're no longer deficient. So I hope that helped, and thanks for watching.